On your knees.
Okay, chop it off.
Chop it off. Let's do it.
Oh, we got him now! You know what? I'm thinking they're probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
We're thieves.
Hello again.
The wrong person, steal the
The
wrong
Dungeons and Dragons movie, by design, eschews those flavours of bombast for something a little shaggier and a lot more winsome, by echoing the type of anachronistic medieval fantasy movies actually made in the 80s. Your Princess Brides and your Willows instead of J.R. Tolkien or George R.R. Martin. The real magic at work here is a non-stop chum offensive. Take Edgin, Chris Pine's quick-witted yet perpetually sweaty bod-tone thief. When the film begins, we discover Edgin is not a particularly good minstrel or criminal, considering we pick up with him and sidekick Holger as they are imprisoned in a snowy fortress on charges of thievery. If this was a D&D character sheet, there wouldn't necessarily be a lot to like about Edgin, but as played with a twinkle in his eye by Pine that never quite breaks the fourth wall, nor ever goes for the gravitas of the Royal Shakespeare Company, there is something effortlessly disarming about this bod who can't seem to get anything right. The same effect applies to the overall film. As with most modern blockbusters, the picture lives in a world populated by digital vistas and creatures like a fire-breathing dragon, yet there's always a skewed twist. For instance, that fire-breathing dragon has a bit of a weight problem. It would love to devour our hapless heroes, as it struggles getting even through the ancient mining doorway. Edgin's eventual crew of crooks is likewise struggling with their fair share of hang-ups. Justin Smith is Simon, a sorcerer who lacks self-confidence. Sophia Lillis is Doric, a tiefling druid who's lost her tribe. And the aforementioned Holger, well, she's a lonely barbarian warrior who mostly resents being roped into Edgin's harebrained schemes because it's caused them to be separated from Edgin's daughter, whom Holger raised as her own. It's that last uncomfortable twist that facilitates the quest, with Edgin and Holger building a team to obtain a magical gizmo here, and a doohickey there that will reunite them with a child, but often it's an excuse for the group to get waylaid into crackerjack comedy bits, such as a scene where Simon briefly resurrects from a graveyard the corpses of an ancient battle. Only these walking, or at least dead, will stay alive long enough to answer just 5 questions. It sounds macabre, but in effect it comes off a lot closer to Abbott and Costello's Who's on First Routine, where it turns out the dead of a losing side of a battle have very limited perspectives as to what killed them.